I'm not gonna lie. I've been keeping a secret from you guys. For the past year now, there's been a secret admirer of mine, a love, you know, a Chae, if you will. And I've been keeping it from you guys because I just wasn't ready to share it with the world. But today's the day where we're doing our, what's it called now? A hard launch, as the kids are calling it. But I'd like to introduce you guys to someone. Say hello to my Leica Q2. Oh, mon chéri. Now, yes, if you know, you know, but Leica is pretty much the Rolex of all cameras. If you're a photographer in the game, you know that this is pretty much the pinnacle of your photography career. And as a graduation present last year, my mom was very gracious to bless me with this beautiful, gorgeous camera. But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been getting the most use out of it as I should. So I figured while I'm traveling throughout Europe, it's a perfect place for me to share with you guys a couple of my thoughts about this camera and why this is a king of all cameras. Or queen. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the Leica Q2 has been picking up a little bit of dust. So what better place to bust it out than Paris for a little bit of a photo shoot. So today we're gonna be walking around Paris, taking a couple pictures with the Leica Q2, and let's get into it. All right, so right now we're by Palais Royal, which is right next to the Musée du Louvre. And honestly, this is a perfect place to get some architectural and street photos. Look, I got an empty street right here. All right, let's keep it rolling, baby. All right, so right here through the trees, I saw this really nice shot. I tried to frame it right between the leaves, and let's see what it looks like. All right, that's gonna be a fire shot. All right, I need to get it before there's people in it. 1, 2, 3, shoot. That's gonna be crazy. So right now we're by the Pont des Arts, and honestly you get a 360-degree view of the entire city, so it's a perfect place to bring the camera out and show off the incredible sensors. So let's get shooting. Now the thing with trying to take pictures at a lot of touristy places is you really just want to wait for the perfect moment. As easy as it is to just point your camera up and shoot, waiting for that perfect spot where there's no people in your photo and you get it exactly how you want, that is a good photographer. Where's my cameraman? Where's my cameraman? Barry to get right in my line of composition. Cameraman, can you zoom in on that boat, please? So right now we're at Palais Royal, and to be honest, this is probably some of the best architecture you can find in all of Paris. You've got some really great symmetrical lines. For architectural photography, it's a lot about symmetry, it's a lot about your composition, and especially during this harsh sunlight, you want to find some great shadows you can play with. So let's see what we can find. All right, so right now I just got a couple of wide landscapes. Obviously there's a lot of people in front of me, but I think with the composition, I'm gonna try and crop it in a little bit to focus more on the architectural details. I don't know, to be honest, I'm not really finding anything I'm loving. I got you, yeah, just do it like you're walking. Ready, and go. And then look that way a little bit. All right, that should be good. Let me know. So right now we're standing in front of the Musée du Louvre, and obviously you're gonna get some great lighting, some great pictures here. All right, so obviously the Louvre is a pyramid shape, and there's a lot of geometrical symmetry you can play with that. Looking at it, I definitely want to get some shots straight on as well as from the side. Everyone's trying to get that picture of the hand on top of the Louvre, and I don't want to get in their shot. Also, I have no idea where my cameraman is. All right, just gotta wait for this. All right, I see a shot right here. All right, so right now I'm trying to get this straight on shot, waiting for no people. 1, 2, 3, boom. All right, I think I got something good. Some really wide architectural scapes, and honestly, playing around with these wide landscapes is a great way to test out the sensor of this camera. So let's keep it rolling. All right. Come on, people. Let's clear. All right, I got one couple. Come on, take the selfie. All right, this is as good as I'm gonna get. 1, 2, 3, bang. All right, money shot. Yep, got it. All right, there's one more shot I wanna get right here. Bangers. All right, so right now I've been looking through a couple of the pictures I've been taking, and to be honest, we're shooting at some pretty harsh daylight. Even though it is around 8 p.m. right now, we're still getting some very harsh shadows, and obviously it's not making for the best pictures. To be honest, my favorite time to shoot is definitely golden hour or blue hour. So we've got a couple of hours until then, but Leica actually has some unique color profiles built into them. So you're able to shoot in black and white or monochromatic filters. And since I'm not super happy with how it's looking in color, let's switch over to black and white. All right, this is gonna look fire. As soon as I'm in this black and white, I'm able to get a whole new level of composition because I'm no longer focused on my colors. I'm really just focused on getting the best shot possible. Low-key shooting in black and white is a lot more fun because you just gotta focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's getting a great image.
Now the sun is rising. I'm waiting people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down.
All right, so right now it's about 10 p.m. and as you guys can see, the sun is just now setting. We made it out to the Eiffel Tower and we met up with a couple of our friends. So I figured it's a perfect time to do some portrait photography. They're looking great and obviously you cannot beat this backdrop, so let's go shoot. Fake. Can you go like a little hand up here? Something like that. Nah, it looks cute. Perfect. All right. And then maybe one looking that way. Just like tilt your head. Yeah. So you want to kind of like look. Yeah. All right, this actually looks fire. Yo, that looks crazy. Perfect. Yeah. Hey, it's perfect. Hey, you got a little hype man. All right, so right now I'm just trying to get a good composition of the Eiffel Tower and my friend in the frame. So right now I'm just trying to get some full body shots. Let's see if I can punch in a little bit. Well, you want to look that way and kind of just look behind your shoulder. These are cute.
That's cute.
Something like this. Or like, yeah, that's kind of like, yeah, okay, hold that there. Let's do one looking like a little bit, yeah, perfect. Hold it, 1, 2. Fire. You can do like a hand through the hair. Okay. Yeah, right there, like right there, yep. Hold on, let me check it. You're a natural. Let's go one more time. Scoot back just a little bit. All right, 1, 2, 3. These are, I like these.
Yeah, those are cute.
All right, so the sun is pretty much set, so that's probably all the photos we're gonna be able to get, but once we head back home, I'll edit them and show you guys a little bit more about my thoughts. All right, so I just went ahead and finished editing all the pictures, and I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty much in love with this camera. There's something about the Leica quality that just kind of pops off your screen. It gives it a lot more depth, so much color, and so much detail in every single shot. And to be completely honest with you guys, I've had this camera for over a year, and that photo shoot was probably the only time I spent the entire day shooting with that camera. And now that I have a better understanding of exactly how the pictures are turning out, I'm very excited to keep shooting with it and get some more stunning images. And even if you're not a photographer, there still should be a little bit of a difference you might be able to see from the pictures I've captured with the Leica compared to my normal pictures, which are usually captured on a Sony or an iPhone or a Canon. And there really is that Leica quality that just pops off your screens. But nonetheless, I went ahead and edited all my pictures using my presets, which will be linked in the description down below. Definitely recommend checking those out as a one-stop shop if you're looking for a great way to edit your pictures. But right now, I just want to run through a couple of my favorite images and kind of share with you guys my thought process and why these photos stand out to me. All right, now first off, this is probably one of my favorite images I took that entire day. It was during golden hour, so you got some really nice lighting capturing the entire Seine, and everything about this composition just kind of draws your eyes towards that Eiffel Tower. You got some really nice foreground details like the lamppost and the trees that kind of outline the entire Seine. And then on the water, you've got a couple of boats, as well as the beautiful bridge in the middle ground. Having a lot of different layers in your photos just give you a lot more texture and depth, creating a much more holistic image. Similarly, this is more of a portrait shot, but using those leaves and trees once again as a foreground element to bring your eye towards the Eiffel Tower just really makes this whole image stand out. Then we were just walking along the Seine, grabbing a couple of street photos. The bokeh and the background blur I was getting during golden hour was just so spot on. And even though this photo of the Porsche is a little bit blurry, I still kind of like the entire vibe it's giving off. Just the fact that it's on a gorgeous street, it's the only car on the road, really makes the entire image stand out. And then this is probably one of my favorite images of the entire shoot. One of the basics of photography is going to be your rule of thirds. And if we were to draw an overlay on this image, you would basically see that the Eiffel Tower is in your left third, and then the cafe sign is in your right third, meaning that it just looks aesthetically pleasing to the viewer. And then the fact that it was shot on this alleyway kind of leads your line lines towards the Eiffel Tower once again, and that's a very reoccurring theme I like to do with my photos, is to draw your viewers' eyes towards the main subject of the photo using things like leading lines or your rule of thirds. And that just helps create some unique composition that's definitely going to help draw your eyes of your viewers. And to be honest, this is probably the money shot out of the entire batch, but everything about this just was so perfect. The lighting, the fact that there were no cars on the streets, no people on the sidewalks, as I mentioned throughout the video, just waiting for that perfect shot where there's no distracting objects in your image is really the only way you're going to be able to get a shot like this. And throughout the entire video, I was talking a lot about architectural photography, and one of the best ways you can highlight a building structure is just shooting straight on so that you're getting a wide landscape shot, and this exemplifies it perfectly. Let me know what you guys think of this down below, because I will definitely be making a print out of this. And then once again, just another portrait image of this, but once again, using the leaves as a foreground element just adds a lot of depth and texture that the photo wouldn't have looked the same without it. And then we just continue to take a couple more street pictures, just everything about the buildings in Paris, give it a very aesthetic vibe. Had to grab a quick flick of the Nicolas building, and honestly, if I had a building in Paris, it would probably look like this. I'm not gonna lie, this is also a top 3 favorite shot of mine. It kind of blends the entire ambiance of Paris into a single image. You got people sitting at every single table, the bright orange lights are just starting to turn on, and once again, there's just a certain vibe you're getting with these colors. This is just another quick shot I grabbed while we were walking towards the tower, but it's just this girl on her phone. I think she's like journaling or something, but being able to capture some candid portraits of people is always a great way to test out your street photography, because capturing people in their true element where they're not even being noticed ends up for some really great images as well. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I'm taking these pictures with the Leica Q2, as well as my thought process while I'm on these photo shoots. Being a photographer for over 6 years now has taught me a lot of things, but I hope you were able to get some insightful knowledge about composition, lighting, and portraiture photography. So if you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Let me know what your favorite image out of the bunch was. And if you guys want to see more of these commentary photo walks, definitely leave it in the comments down below, because I really enjoyed making this one. Subscribe if you're new, and as always folks, don't stress, finesse, peace y'all.